Nah, I fucks with Pat.
Yeah.
Look at how he talks to these niggas.
Yeah, yo.
Yo, turn that shit up.
Turn that shit the fuck up right now.
Talking that shit. Let's go.
Yo. When you up and you winning, shit is awesome. Never felt real pain till a nigga lost one. If somebody take from you, what it's gonna cost them? Tired of niggas acting like they really put in work. Hear the boss come, be yourself. It'll do you better in the long run than see yourself staring down the barrel of a long gun. Some rappers never had no street cred, so they bought some.
You know what I'm saying? I tell people don't believe it. Even the last 4 or 5 acting gigs I got, and they've been some pretty dope joints. It wasn't, I didn't tap dance or anything. It was because it was motherfuckers that said, I want to work with him. I don't want to work with nobody else.
Right.
I don't have a problem dancing with you, but I want to dance with somebody who want to dance with me. Mm-hmm. BMF, my friend Tasha Smith called me up, talked to 50, boom, you on that shit. I got you. When I did Disney's Pixar Soul, the motherfuckers, they came to me. I even told my manager agents, I was like, and not be cocky, I say offer only. I'm not auditioning, offer only. People are like, how could you say you're not giving yourself opportunity? My opportunity is not in front of a camera, my opportunity is in the stage.
Right.
I settled that shit a long time ago. Mm-hmm. I'm like this, I don't give a fuck. And guess what? I don't give a fuck about no more fame. I give a fuck about more money. I don't give a fuck about more fame. Mm-hmm. And I know this is a bar, son. Tell me this ain't a bar. I didn't even know this is a bar. This is a haku, nigga. Look, fame without fortune is like a bitch having an abortion. Baby, you never made it. Come on, son. Sign me, nigga. Pause, nigga. Sign me.
Pause, nigga.
It's the truth.
That was crazy.
Who give a fuck about the fame if the fortune don't match that
And
shit?
that's how battle rappers
A lot
feel.
of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
do.
That's how battle
lot of
rappers
people.
feel, yo.
But I don't
Just
like
in case you didn't know.
that. I'm telling you, that whole, it's just, I think, I got a special coming out February 27th, right?
Dope.
On Netflix, right? And
Dope.
I was talking to Dave.
Oh.
Well, I mean, the shirt didn't, I mean, if y'all weren't gonna talk about it, I had the shirt talk about it. And it's crazy how I got to that point with that special. I've been rocking during the pandemic. Dave was doing shows in the cornfields, right? And I was doing these shows every fucking night. And Dave knew what my work ethics are. He was like, man, I didn't talk to him about, I don't ask him for nothing. Only thing I care about is our friendship. Mm-hmm. If anything about that, give me anything else, that's cool. But I don't be like, hey, Dave, would you never?
Well, why not?
I don't ask people for shit.
I can dig that.
You know what I'm saying?
I just noticed that other situations are real tight niched. They're real.
Because I want to,
But we're always on the. I don't want to ask nobody.
Because I want to feel like I can do it all myself. I want to keep my business, and my friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like, would it be a good idea for Dave to produce my special? Yeah. Did I ever go up to that? Would you do it? No. And I'm like this. If I work hard enough, if I go hard enough, I will force a nigga to want to work with me. The right thing. He was like, I want to produce your special. I'm like, all right, okay, you want to produce my special? Let's do it. This is why this special is going to be special to me. 2 years ago, we set a date. This was right when the pandemic was kind of starting to, we were starting to get outside a little bit, right? We did a show in Charlotte at the Fillmore Theater, I think it was, and we did it when all this COVID protocol was addressed. So I had one night, two shows. The first show, we lost half of our audience because of no vaccination card or whatever. So you can imagine, you got a room, it's supposed to be filled up, now they got to put the drapes down and whatever.
Right.
And I had to man through that shit. I did my shit, right? We did the first show. First show was good. Second show, it was good, right? And I thought we nailed it. I got a standing O. Stan Lathan gave me a chest bump, like, oh, nigga, you did Stan Lathan, Def Jam. He's that guy.
Right.
He don't get enough credit. Shout out to Stan Lathan, shout out to Ricky Hughes, the super producers. So we get to Earthquake. Dave called it the home team. He announced that Earthquake and Donnell was doing a special. We was doing promos together. I'm like, nigga, this is about to pop off. Maybe about 3 weeks after that, I'm about to go on stage in Baltimore, and Dave called me, and I was about to go on stage. I'm like 3 minutes away from going on stage, And he said, yo, D, I was like, what? He said, I want to go again. I want to do your special again. If anytime you tell a comedian you want to do it again, the first thing he think of what it wasn't funny. You know what I'm saying? That's like a rapper, what? That wasn't hot enough?
Right.
And I said, how do I go from chest bumping Stan Latham to all of this shit to you want to do it again? And he said, Donnell, you one of the funniest comedians I know. He said, I could put you in any room, you're going to destroy the room. He said, it don't make it a great special. He said, if we're going to do this, he said, your special is one of the most, out of all the people he chose to do this for, with my connection with this Chappelle show, it's the most, and I'm not slighting Lunel, Earthquake, or Tony Woods, any of those guys, but my connection is deeper than their connection. When you, it's like Batman, and me and him is like Batman and Robin. He said, I say you do those jokes better. He said, you did a lot of COVID jokes, which is going to date it. We trying to do something classic. And I was like, man, all right, whatever. But then I was like, at the same time, I was like, nigga, fuck that, drop my shit. You know what I mean? I want to be in these streets, right? But then I realized the check had already cleared. And the bag he got me, I was like, I'm here to listen. And what size is that dress, Dave? No, I didn't say what size. I didn't say what size the dress was, son. I said I do a long dress. I ain't doing a mini skirt, nigga. I ain't doing a mini skirt, son. But that's just like listening to constructive criticism. I'm like, this nigga, you got Grammys and everything. I was like, all right, whatever, let's do it again, right? So after that, about a year later, we in Napa Valley, we doing some shows, and he's in the backstage with Ricky Hughes, me, him, Ricky Hughes, and Dave records everything he records. And he said, he looked at Ricky, he said, Ricky, how many cameras do we have here? She said, we got 5. He looked at me, he said, you want to shoot your special? I said, when? He said, tomorrow. The nigga wanted to shoot my special again the next day. No flyers, no announcements. And I was excited about that because I was like, that'd be cool as shit. Nobody even know what we doing. It's the natural effect. I ain't got to get my family no tickets. I ain't got to worry about everybody saying, God bless, you deserve it. I had tapped out on that on the first one. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody said, look at God, won't he do it? Or none of that. It was just, it was only 3 people that knew we was doing it. Lit that motherfucker up. I'm like, oh, we got it, nigga. And it was the fact that we did it on a humble, like just out of nowhere. This nigga called me again. He said, I want to do it again. I'm like, nigga. I said, why? He said, I didn't like the production. I'm like, nigga, you the producer. You don't like you? You don't like you, nigga? But this motherfucker was so serious about getting it right. It was simple shit. He was like, and I gave him excuse. He was like, I didn't like that people were walking past the cameras and stuff like that. I was like, Richard Pryor live at Sunset Strip. One of the biggest lines was niggas walking around. Y'all white people lost their seat. I was like, fuck that, whatever. And then he said, then the light, I was like, can we do it in post? You know, post is.
Post.
He was like, he's like this. If you wanna, it's your special. If you wanna do it, I'll do it. I was like, I want to do it. He said, but I don't advise it, right? So I was like, fuck it. This is 2 years. This is a 2 years process.
Right.
Then I had a date for the New York Comedy Festival. Right? I was like, now I'm like, I want to get it done. I'm looking at the schedule. I was like, his schedule, my schedule. I'm not going to keep on losing money, fucking with this shit. I got to make my money. I was like, I don't know if I'll ever do it. So I said, well, I'm doing the New York Comedy Festival. Just bring the cameras there. We did it, and we banged it.
This is it.
This is it. I feel, and the reason why, because if I wasn't able to deal with constructive criticism, I'd have been like, man, fuck you, you bugging. You know, but I took everything. Everything he told me, I looked at it as a homework assignment. To one point, we was on because I ride jets when somebody else paid for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but you have been another nigga jet, it humbles the way you talk to a nigga, you know what I'm saying?
All these conversations happen on the jet.
Yeah, no, and then one of them, because I was so ahead of this, I said, I got this idea for a promo. He said, nigga, you worrying about a promo? He said, you need to be getting your jokes together. And I said, let me explain you something. I'm not gonna let you talk to me like that. I said, if you come out your green room, if you watch any of these videos, you would know that everything you said I took serious. I'm doing my homework. Cut to, we got something special. And the thing that I like about it, 15 years ago, you know when you get to that point where you want people to know who you are, you want that thing that's gonna break you. Not to say I'm this and that or whatever, but I've had that moment. for the most part, people know who I am. But I feel with this, it's not just me wanting it. It's people that's been following my career forever. Like, it's about time. Underrated. That nigga been funny for 30 years. Then gave it to the right one. And that's how I feel.
Right.
It's funny, but the thing I like about it most, it feels good. And that's what makes it special. Special ain't special no more.
It's all around. Look around you, man. You can find inspiration. You can find discouragement. It all depends on you. Perception is everything. Some people just hear another song. Some people hear the greatest. A nigga used to have no chill. Nowadays I bump side A. Traffic going bumper to bumper, stuck on the highway.